The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. That's a quote by Helen Keller. Dr. Lisa Alvitro is an orthodontist in my town. She is dedicated to her profession and the community. She travels across the country and abroad giving lectures of her experience and expertise. She is a board member of and participates in many community organizations. She also founded her own nonprofit organization and provides dental services to the communities in and around Tanzania, Africa. Not only is she a wonderful orthodontist, she goes above and beyond for the community and her profession. To see someone as passionate about the work they are doing and the change they are making in the world is inspiring. A few topics I'd like to talk about to showcase the amazing work Dr. Alvitro is doing and the lives she is impacting is her nonprofit organization, Smiles of Hope, the Angel House Orphanage and Secondary School, and fostering farm families. While of course she is a very active member in our community, she funds these programs and shares her stories with the community and spreads inspiration to everyone who sees what she is doing. In 2006, Dr. Alvitro made her first trip to Tanzania, where her and her team offered free dental services to the members of the community. For many of those people, it was the first time they had seen a dentist their whole life. Over the years, she continued making these trips every year. She would make photo albums of her trip and write small stories of the people in the pictures and the work she was doing and display them in her waiting room. I looked forward to seeing them every year. It was amazing to see the smiles on people's faces and the genuine impact she was making in their lives. She eventually founded Smiles of Hope, a nonprofit organization that allows her to continue making these trips and offering these services. Through her travels and lectures, she impacted a lot of people who believed in what she was doing and gained many sponsors to grow her organization to what it is today. Through many generous sponsors, she was able to purchase land and build Angel House Orphanage and Secondary School. They are overseen by the house mother who cares for and guides the children that come through the doors. They work to provide a home for the children and teach them to become successful adults. The organization offers a safe place for these children, resources for clean water, and food. Just within the last few months, they have purchased more land and are in the process of building more homes and growing more crops to hopefully become self-sustaining. Dr. Alvitro is one person impacting the lives of hundreds. Sometimes it's easy to forget the impact that we can make if we don't give up. I find that especially motivating being in the medical field. I chose to become a nurse to impact the lives of others. Seeing what one person is capable of doing gives me hope to someday do the same. Lastly, the newest addition to her organization is called Fostering Farm Families. This is a really amazing opportunity that even our community can get involved with. Through donations, they are able to supply families with seed, manure, and equipment to farm and grow their own food. Dr. Alvitro documents all of this through a newsletter that she keeps updated on her website and in her office. I love being able to keep up with the wonderful things she is doing over the years. Her generosity and kindness really shows with every newsletter and picture she posts. I was a patient of Dr. Alvitro for nearly 4 years. Every time I was in her office, I was greeted with a genuine smile. She spent time with each patient and made you feel like she cared about what she was doing. It wasn't just a job to her, it was her life. She made sure everyone left with a smile on their face. I remember being able to see the smiles on the children's faces in the photographs from her trips. Dental care isn't something most of us would smile about, but to them it was life-changing. I think that was the part that has the biggest impact on everyone who hears her stories. She saw a need and she had the means to help and took the opportunity that many of us would have let pass by. Because she stuck to her dream and didn't give up, she has been able to grow her organization to something bigger than I'm sure she could have ever imagined. She is such a determined and kind-hearted woman who has a lot to offer everyone around her. Much like the quote from earlier said, "The real beauty of the world can't be seen, it has to be felt. This is exactly what Dr. Alvitro has done. She has felt it in her heart and made her own piece of beautiful.